Hi folks, Malvin Carroll here with another Friday 5 brought to you by Fairytale Journeys. Today we're going to be talking about multi-generational trips. These are ones that include you, maybe your parents, and your children. So stay tuned for 5 tips for multi-generational trips. Here's your first tip, pre-gaming. This is important not only for the youngsters but for the adults as well. Let's talk about the youngsters first. If this is their first trip, they may not have any idea what Disney World is all about and the things that they can do there. Because Disney World is a place for all people of all generations, there's lots of rides that the young ones can ride no matter how big or small they are. And for some, it may be a little intimidating to get on a ride for the first time. So check out YouTube. They have lots of point of view videos from the rider's perspective, so they can get an idea of, say, what Expedition Everest is going to be like, or It's a Small World, or any of the other mini rides at Walt Disney World. So sit down with them several weeks ahead of time and show them what they're going to experience. The same is true for the older generation. Whether they've been before or if they've never been to Walt Disney World, it may be a little intimidating for them as well. So talk to them about what to expect, and be sure to talk about their physical limitations. Recently we went with my parents and we needed to talk about renting scooters, things like that. So be sure to have those discussions with them ahead of time before you set off on your trip. Dietary restrictions. Anyone can have them and you don't need to be on a multi-generational trip to have them. Discuss these with your family ahead of time and talk to your travel agent, who will be happy to assist you in notating them on your advanced dining reservations. When you arrive at the restaurant and get seated, typically one of the chefs will come out and talk to you. Disney is excellent about dealing with dietary restrictions. They never make you feel weird or out of place. Typically, if there's not something on the menu that will suit your needs, the chef will arrange something especially for you. Just discuss those ahead of time, and again, talk to your travel agent, who will be happy to help guide you through the process. Know your limits. Presumably, if you're taking a multi-generational trip, you know your party pretty well. Make sure that everyone knows it's okay to call a timeout and take a break. Watch everyone for warning signs of fatigue, impatience, hunger, in both adults and children. It's okay to say, hey guys, let's go to a restaurant, get something to eat, or go find a shitty spot to take a break, or even head back to the resort for an afternoon nap or cool off in the pool. It'll make everyone's trip a whole lot better. Also, watch out for other signs of something else going on, like someone repeatedly using the restroom, or limping, or showing signs of extreme fatigue that could be signs of other medical conditions that need to be addressed. Again, know your limits and just make sure everyone knows it's okay to say, hey, let's take a break. Along the lines of knowing your limits comes mobility issues. Whether we're talking about getting a scooter for the older generation or getting a stroller for the younger, walking in the hot Florida sun for 5+ miles is a lot different than spending an afternoon at the mall. Sometimes folks who don't normally need a scooter or stroller find it much better if they actually rent one. Your Fairytale Journeys travel agent will be more than happy to help you plan for, secure, and get that stroller and scooter delivered to your resort. That way they'll be there waiting for you upon arrival and you can use them throughout your stay. Speaking of scooters, be sure to pack an extension cord, the 3-prong type, so when you plug that scooter in the evening in your resort, you won't have to search for the closest plug. There'll always be one available because you'll have that extension cord. Making memories. This is probably going to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip for many people when you're talking about multi-generational trips. And with that comes taking photos. The Memory Maker PhotoPass product through Walt Disney World is an excellent way to do that. There are PhotoPass photographers located throughout the parks who will take your pictures. When you get them, don't forget to take pictures with the older generation and the younger. Some of the most special pictures that I've had taken of my family is when I have my parents and my son in the picture, without me necessarily in it, because those are pictures that we don't normally take on a regular basis. And this is an extra special trip. So use those photos to past photographers. Talk to your Fairytale Journeys travel agent who can give you more information on the Memory Maker product. So there you have it, 5 tips for enjoying your multi-generational trip. No matter the age of those traveling, this is going to be a wonderful experience and will help you make lots of memories. I hope these were helpful, and we'll see you real soon.